Kent Nichols from Mid Kansas Co-op now joins us. Kent, it is springtime. We would assume that everybody would be, if not full speed, almost full speed planting. We look around. We've had a lot of cold, dreary days. We've had a winter we haven't had in quite some time, and you guys are busy because you were kind of waiting for spring to finally come.
Yeah, no, we've had a fall and a winter that's been really different from a year ago. We really started off slow last fall. We couldn't get a lot of the ammonia on that growers wanted to get on, and now a lot of that is being switched to other forms of nitrogen. And so now growers are debating whether, if they can put it on themselves, if we need to apply it, and kind of changing plans. So we keep in a waiting pattern and waiting for dry weather.
So talk about it from a retailer standpoint of, your members, your grower members are wanting to get these things done. There's only so many units you have. Talk about how you manage that, how you make sure that the farmers are taken care of, and that your folks that are part of MKC aren't running 24 hours a day. There's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that we focused a lot on, and one of the things that we've done recently is go to more centralized dispatch and try to utilize rigs when we can. So when we get weather in one area, we're trying to pull equipment into other areas and make sure we can get caught up and utilize equipment the most. The other thing we're asking is for growers to prioritize what we need to do first and make sure that we get the most important things done first, and then things that we can do later. So if they have the ability to put on some nitrogen with the planter, can you do that? And we can come back and put on nitrogen later. The other thing we're looking at is making sure we're emphasizing the importance of we want to do it right the first time. So, if we can wait a few days and it's going to be better for them, can we wait and be there more timely?
So as we look, really needing some warm days, needing some heat units, that will come, I'm sure, when it needs to. But you talk about prioritization. And so that's also with their selection of crops, and we keep hearing we'll know for sure once the planters roll on if we had seen a shifting of acres. Is that what some folks, your members, are saying, that we may see a bit of a change in your footprint as far as corn versus soybeans?
Yeah, I mean, right now the intention is that we'll be up on corn. Soybeans are kind of flat right now, but it does look like corn intentions will be up. We still have quite a bit of time. You go back to 2013, we were planting corn into May, and that was actually some of our best corn was May planted corn. So I think if we can do it right the first time, that's one of the things I would say is, we don't have the luxury of being able to maybe go back and replant. So doing it right the first time is very important, and not getting in too big of a hurry. And there's been very few times in history that we don't get crops in the ground and we don't get crops out. So I think if we're patient, equipment's bigger, we can get a lot done in a day, and we just need to be patient.
So patience is a virtue I think we all need, but looking at all the different locations, so that's what folks need to do, is to contact location Mid Kansas Co-op and make sure they're on the list, or sit down and you can talk with them as they look at their priorities. Yeah,
we communicate with one of our strategic account managers or anybody at the location to make sure we understand your goals and your expectations, and we'll do our best to meet them.